Hey, what's up? And welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, nice to meet you. Nice to have you here. My name is Kat. On here we talk about style, fashion, shopping, stuff like that. So if that sounds cool, be sure to hit like, subscribe, and stick around. Today, I am going to go review the new collab that just dropped at Dillards between Antonio Melani and Jennifer Sumko. So let's do it. If you've been around here before, you know that I'm a big fan of these Dillards collabs. They come out each season, and I think that they have the most interesting, fun, unique pieces. I've been loving Dillards in general recently. I think that the quality is great for the price point, and they often have great sales as well. 100% honestly, I thought this mannequin was a real human man, so that's great. So you may not be able to trust my judgment about humans versus mannequins, but I do have strong opinions about clothing. And something that I really love about these collabs is that they take interesting risks, use interesting fabrications, a lot of times have very fun silhouettes that are very wearable, but more interesting than a lot of the other items that I am seeing in stores recently. As I said, this collab is with Jennifer Sumko, who already did a collab, a spring collab with Antonio Melani back in February of 2023. I was a big fan of several pieces from that collection, so I was very excited about this one, especially the shoes. I wear the shoes from that spring collection all the time. So let's try some of these items on. Also, as an FYI, this is going to be part 1 of 2. I try on all of the items that were at my location, but I'm going to release a second video later this week with items that I purchased online to try for you. So, starting off, we have this turtleneck. It is this interesting sheer material with a pattern. And I decided to pair it with these plaid pants to try it on. These plaid pants, when I saw them online, I thought they looked cute, but in person, these won me over so quickly. I believe I've talked on the channel about how obsessed I am with Trina Turk pants. These could be mistaken for Trina Turk pants. They have so many elements that are exactly what I love about those. These have every bit as good of a fabric and fit for half the price. And then there is the option of a matching jacket. And this one as well, because of the quilting sort of detail on it, I thought this was going to be more of a cotton, but it's definitely a heavier sort of suiting fabric, which I love. And look at these cute fabric covered buttons. It's the small details like that that make all the difference in these collections and make these things look so unique and intentional to me. The bows on the front are functional and they are the only closure. So if you want it to be closed, you will need to tie them back into the bows, which I think is cute. This one I'm trying on the 14 because that was the one that was readily available, and the shoulders are far too broad for me. The pants, however, I also got in the 14, which is what I've currently been wearing in Antonio Melani, and I found them to fit true to size. I think I could size down to a 12, but I believe the rise would be too short for me, which is something I encounter a lot. I am relatively tall, between 5'9" and 5'10". And then under here, I went with the large in the turtleneck, which I also would say was true to size, very comfy, and I'll show it to you in its entirety in a moment. But I ended up getting some help finding a 12 in the jacket, and I believe I have footage of trying that on later. It fit much better. But for now, let's take a look at this turtleneck, and it is sheer. And so we're just looking at it like this. You know, I probably should be a capitalist and put this behind a paywall, but you know what? Anything for fashion. I did find it to be comfortable. It does have a bit of a texture, but nothing that I would find too bothersome. If you hear that jingling in the background, that is Stringer playing with his Turbo Scratcher toy. Sorry about that, but Stringer is a good boy and we let him do whatever he wants. So here is that same jacket in the size 12. As you can see, a much better fit. I really like this silhouette in this fabric. I think that it's unique and you could easily pair these with different things. Next up, we actually have a pair of jeans, which is pretty unique for these collections. And these, they didn't have my size, so I ended up trying on a 31. I think had they even been my size, I still would have found them to feel a bit tight. This shape of jean, it doesn't have a lot of stretch, and it doesn't have a lot of room for the butt. But if you can find your size, they're very cute. This next set is also very unique. So from looking at it online, I thought that it was just lace, but it's actually lace and a leather material, which is really fun and really nice for fall. The color is this gorgeous chocolatey brown, and it has the ties up the front as well. The silhouette and fit of both the pants and the vest were very similar to the other set that I already tried on. I am wearing the 14 in the pants and the 12 in the vest, and I found those to be very comfortable. The vest, I don't know if it would be that wearable for me, but I thought it was very cute. So I could really envision ways to style it that I think would be for me. The pants were the only item in this collection that I couldn't see myself really wearing, and it was just because of the texture. If the texture didn't bother you, they're very cute, they fit great, and they're really unique. But if, like me, they aren't super lined, and if feeling that texture of the lace and leather material would bother you, they may not be for you either. But I would encourage you, if you like them, try them on, because I think it could be different for each person. Next up, we have this fun jacket that has heavy embroidery on it in these interesting geometric motifs. And this one I think would be a great year-round piece. A lot of places, you could really style this in different ways depending on the season. And I thought the quality was great. It's a little heavy, but it's not wild, not uncomfortable at all. And it's just really fun. It's a really fun piece. And I like the slight blouson sleeve. The tailoring on this was really nice. And again, the detailing with the buttons and everything, fabulous. I chose the wrong size in this one as well. I grabbed the 14. Definitely should have gone with the 12. And here I have paired it with these cute pink wide leg crop jeans from Antonio Melani in the sale section. So you can probably pick them up on sale if you act quickly. This one was not available in a 10 or a 12 in my location, so I wasn't able to try it on for you, but I do think that the fit would be much nicer and you'd get a lot more of that peplum ruffle. Next up, I was particularly excited for this one that is falling off the hanger. It's excited to get on me. It is this toile print set, and it's actually a top and skirt, though in the promo material, it kind of looks like a dress. And when you pair the two together, it really does look like a dress. But I love that you could pair these with different things. I think that this skirt would look great with a black turtleneck. This top would look great with trousers, jeans, a different skirt. I think this is a really versatile set, and I love this print. It is a grayscale. It's sort of cream with black and gray on it. And once again, really fun detailing with the bows. They are grosgrain ribbons. They are attached. Very cute. I found the fit of this to be really comfy and very flattering, really lovely, and again, I think easy to pair these two items with other pieces as well. I feel so fancy. I'm so fancy in this. This one I had to buy. I loved it so much. So the skirt as well, it is tiered, but it is not lined. So there is not lining underneath here. And so I'll show you this right now. But because of the tiered structure like that, you really don't need it. So it's very soft on the inside, very comfortable. You don't need the lining for that reason, but just be aware that there is not a lining in there. It's just that there's a lot of fabric. So that actually decreases the volume a little bit, and I think makes the skirt a little bit more wearable rather than looking so much like a special occasion garment. And for sizing, I'm wearing the 12 in both pieces. Then this next set I'm going to show you, and I want to stress this is not part of this collab, but it is new from Antonio Melani. I just thought this was so cute that I wanted to show it off to you in this video. I also felt like because of the colors and the detailing on this, it would pair really nicely with a lot of items in this collection. So if you wanted to go with something that was a bit less matchy-matchy, or get a couple of matching sets and mix and match between them, I think this would be a great set to pick up to do that with. The skirt is a pencil shape and has that faux wrap detail. It has this very interesting, again, geometric embroidery on there. I am cinching the top in a little bit. I grabbed the 14 because that's what was available at my location. I tried on the 10 and it was a little tight, so I wore the 14 in the video, but the 12 is the one that I ended up actually getting, and the skirt, I'm wearing a 14. And I will leave you today with a little glimpse of the shoes, at least the ones that were in my location. And the shoe boxes are so cute too, look at that. Anyhow, I got several pairs of shoes. I got some of the fringe mules in black. I got boots, and I also got the loafers, so I will be trying those on in part 2. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so that you don't miss part 2. It will be coming out later this week. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!